YouTube, what's up? It's your boy 360 Jeezy. Before I start this interview though, it's a long interview, but make sure you guys click the link in the description. Follow my man Jamon, aka Wave Phenomenon. Listen, he does a lot of interviews on all the top waivers in the game. Videos is crazy, so make sure you guys click the link in the description and follow my boy. Let's go. 360 Jeezy, man. We got 360 Jeezy in the building, y'all. How are you feeling, man?
Feeling good. Got a fresh cut.
I see, man. You sharp. You sharp. Before we start, you know what you got to do, man. You know what you got to do before we start this interview. You know what you got to do, right?
Hit the intro?
You got to hit the intro.
Hey, all right. I'm going to just do the ending.
Okay.
Hold on. It's 360 Jeezy.
Let's go. Right. 360 Jeezy in the building, man. Hey, listen, before we even get started on this interview, I just want to say I truly appreciate you, man. I've been in the game for a very, very, very long time. And seeing you come into the culture and elevate it the way you have done it in no other fashion has motivated me and millions of other people that's out there watching you on YouTube, even in the barber world and the hair world, all across the globe. We all know who 360 Jeezy is. And you gave me this opportunity to interview you, man. I can't thank you more than enough for giving me this opportunity.
No problem.
What year did you come into the game?
2013. 2013, December is when I really made my first YouTube channel. And then kind of towards like February is when I was introduced to the pages. So
okay. When you came into the game, how did you discover it? How did you discover the culture, the pages?
So as far as you said the pages?
Yeah, the pages.
So the pages, I was on YouTube and I was making videos, and this dude named David Whirlwind. David Edward Whirlwind. Okay. Yeah, he's known as Rain though on the pages. So okay. He hit me in the comment section. He left a comment and was like, "Hey man, your waves is dope. Man, we got a whole community on Facebook. You should come be a part of it, man. You'll be a dope addition to what we're doing." So then I was like, Facebook? I was like, all right. Because, back then I wasn't getting too many comments on my YouTube channel.
Right.
I was doing everything during that time. So I was like, all right, let me see. So I went over there on the first page I joined was Elite Kings. EK was the days, man. There's so much history that's on EK, man, that gets overshadowed. Right. But that's where the battlegrounds originally started. Rest in peace to, I can't remember the brother's name. I've mentioned him in plenty of the interviews. He was a brother from the UK who was a powerful moderator over at EK. I will find the screenshot and I will post it. But rest his soul, man. But he played a major role in the growing success of EK, man. But EK was crazy, man. Crazy.
Speaking of EK, though, the battle scene during that time was completely different from the battle scene we have in today's era. Can you please describe how the battle scene was during that time? So
when I first started battling, so Watley he want me to say this so bad. He gonna want me to say this. When I first came on the pages, I post my picture.
Right.
I was, thinking I was doing something. So Watley was like, "Hey, man." So everybody was in the comment section just going in on me, thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because, you coming on the pages, you thinking that you all that. We really not. So they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you who you really are, all right? How your ways is really. So they basically was going in. I was defending myself. And then Watley just came out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, let's battle." I was like, "What you talking about? Let's battle then." What you mean?
Watley. The border Watley.
Little did I know, man, when they post them two ways, it was just kill shots back in the days. It was just one picture, one shot, and then I guess they judge on forks and connections and all that. So they did the battle side by side, I was like, ooh. Instantly, I knew I lost.
What battle during that time? Because you had a couple of kill shot battles. I
Right.
remember them. I'm not going to say them. But which battle stuck out to you the most that hit home? Like, yo, when I think of kill shot battles, this is the battle I remember versus this specific waiver.
Me versus James Norman.
Hey, James Norman was a beast.
James Norman was a beast. But
Yeah,
I had
the Wave King too. Wave Builder Wave King.
Yeah. See, back in the days, all that was before me. You know what I'm saying? When James Norman was out here killing.
Yeah,
I wasn't been on the pages like that. So I was just hearing like he was a legend. This is talks of him just being like a legend in the game. You know what I'm saying? He was here, but he wasn't really active like that when I was around. He would come pop up every now and then. But
Norman, he had a killer 360, man. He used to have that one shot he'd take, and it would just blow us away, man.
Right.
It would blow us away. I remember waivers like him. People don't remember waivers like D. James. It was a lot of them, man, that had that certain shot. Richard, who had that certain shot that was just blowing us away, man. And that's all that matters back then to scare us. It didn't take just that one shot that would do us away. During your uprising, what awards, banners, and campaigns have you won?
Man, such a long time ago. I mean, really, it was every waiver inspired to be on the top 5, the E5. What is it? The E5? Yeah. 5. You wanted to be the boss. You wanted to be on the top 5. It don't matter what position you was on on top 5, as long as you was top 5. And then I had wave boss. I did top 5 a couple of times. I won wave builder, Pharaoh. I think his best crown or something like that. I won one of the years, and after that, I really just stopped going for awards and stuff like that.
You know which one hit home to me the most, man? I never forget it. I was in middle school when I saw this video. You had this. Now they call it. They call it legacy. Oh, go ahead. You got something?
Okay. One award that I felt like I was really proud of. That I felt like, I hope
you're finna say the one I think you're finna say.
Wave Builder Wave Cup. Wave Builder. What is it? Wave Builder Wave Cup.
Wave King. That's what the blue frame.
Okay, no, not that one.
The one before that one.
No. After that one, After that one, they did a contest to where, now this wasn't an award, but it was somewhat of an award. Okay. So they had a contest. Whoever makes the best video promoting their product wins it.
I remember that.
And an iced out wave cup. Like it was an iced out, like one of them pimp cups. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I ended up winning that. And at that time on YouTube, it was kind of easy. I kind of knew I had that in the bag because I was the most entertaining.
Yeah.
So getting that $1,000, man, I immediately invested that back in myself to get a camera, not a camera, but a laptop. I went to Best Buy, got a laptop, and made a video with that wave cup. Man, that's
crazy. Playing. You know which one hit home to me? I never forget it. I was in middle school. Actually, me and my dad were sitting side by side.
Mm-hmm.
And, shout out to my pops. My pops was the reason why I'm in the game. But it was one video where you had a box. Now they call it legacy. No, they call it where now they call it legacy court. Call it legacy.
I'm not sure. I don't be keeping up.
So now I recently just won a legacy summer and Pharaoh in the summer vet.
Right.
Back then we called it royal. With the code label leaf in the middle of the crown.
Right.
And I never forget it. You won this. I don't know which ones you bagged up, but you won it. They gave you a box. It was a white box.
I think it was Pharaoh.
It was Pharaoh. That was exactly what it was.
Me and RG3.
Yep. And you open that box, and I said, "Wow!" You put out all of these different prizes and products, and when my dad was looking, I said, "Wow!" I said, "That's dope." And this one, Cold Label was like at the peak of their careers with the butters and the pomade. I said, man, I said, someday I'm a win that. I said, someday I'm going to win that. And last summer, I finally won that.
You finally won?
That one hit home to me. That court you ran, that Pharaoh was crazy. I think that, honestly, I feel like that was the start of making it popular. You know, because we don't get boxes no more. You know, we get little prizes here and there. I think what hits home is the fact that we get the banner itself. You know, we pass on a banner. But back then, you know, you winning cash prizes and this stuff for these different tournaments. It hit home. And when I saw you win that, man, I was like, wow.
I didn't even know I was gonna get all that.
Yeah, you did it on YouTube. It was unboxing video you did.
I just was happy to win and get the frame and be next to RG3 and be, you know, that's all I was thinking.
During that time, there were a lot of underground teams. I don't know if this was before your time, so catch me up if I'm going too far back, okay? During this time, I do remember during a little bit before EK days, we had Rakim Bryant, which is Wave Guys, 360 Wave Brotherhood team. A little bit after that, we had a few teams that were in the uprising. One of them were the Justice League. Do you remember the Justice League?
I remember the Justice League. Yeah.
Were you a part of the Justice League?
I wasn't a part of the Justice League. That was kind of after me.
Okay, that was after you. Okay.
Yeah, no. You know what? I was on Supreme. When the Justice League was on. Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what? When they say that, they really mean that. When they say your favorite waiver was somewhat on Team Supreme,
right?
They were on Team Supreme.
No, Supreme. Listen, after I left Spin Cycle, because Spin Cycle was the first team that I joined. After I left there, I was hecka cool with Breeze. So I kind of felt like Supreme was an all girls team at first. So I was kind of hesitant on joining.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what, man? I don't care nothing about that, man. I'm so cool with everybody that's on Supreme. Yeah. I'm gonna just hop on. Forget everybody. Everybody's talking about me. No, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, this is gonna have something else to talk about. So I didn't really care. I dropped that women's hat off of Supreme.
Speaking of Spin Cycle, what waivers were a part of Spin Cycle that you could recall? I know it's so far ago, but
hey, Spin Cycle had hitters. Tsunami Tim, Sue Tim.
Sue Tim was a beast.
Frank Blackwell, Watley. Watley, I never got my rematch because we was a part of the same team. That's the reason why I didn't get my rematch. But please believe, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, like, man, I want my rematch, but I had to be a team player.
Right.
Him and I want to say Jay. No, Jay. That was Supreme. Those are the only few that I remember because they kind of been. They still around. That's why.
During your uprising, on your come up in the wave game, what waiver was on top of the food chain during your come up? Because at some point you were trying to reach the top. You were scratching. You know, you didn't come out the gate. I'm 360 Jeezy. You know. Everybody had to get out the mud like how it is in today's era. Which waiver did you find to be I don't want to say greatest rival, that's not the word I'm looking for, but someone you were trying to say, hey, I came to the game, I just discovered it, that guy is at the top, I have to get to the top.
I mean, you got to go with Sir Cruz, even though he wasn't like hecka heavy on the pages battling like that.
Right.
It was definitely Sir Cruz, Young Wavy. Again, Young Wavy, these are people that's not really on the page to battle. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they already made a name for themselves. So I just wanted to be where they were. You know what I mean? James Norman was a person that I wanted to battle, somebody I wanted to beat.
Right.
I just wanted to beat James Norman because people put James Norman so high.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost scared to say his name.
Yeah, it is. It was crazy.
I mean, the way his connection was, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when that battle happened and I actually won, that battle was a controversy in itself, man. Because I had that crown right side.
Yeah. That was you imprinted that side. That was the side. I feel like that's the side that took off. This was a little bit before that because you was running with that side even before this video, but you did the holy water video. Was it the meme? It turned into a meme or something like that. I can't remember.
A meme, yeah.
We was that one side, And it didn't matter what was going on the other side. If Jeezy shows that side, you're in trouble.
Right.
You're in trouble. We don't care what the other side is like. You're in trouble.
Right.
What encouraged you to switch over to the barber side?
Well, I've been cutting hair since I was 14, and I really wasn't taking it serious. My dad actually ended up giving me a bad haircut. I went home, cut it off, and I was like, "Hey, if somebody gonna give me a bad haircut, it's gonna be me, because I don't want nobody laughing at me."
How bad was the haircut? I mean, what did you do?
Bro, so I had waves all the way around. It was mediocre waves. It wasn't, but I was killing in my school though.
Right.
My dad ended up giving me a fade. I don't know why he gave me a fade, but hey, maybe he wanted to try something new. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to test his skills. So I'm just looking in the mirror. As long as my line is cool, I'm good. I get to school, 9th grade, I got PE first. So I'm in there, I get dressed, I go out to the basketball courts, and one of my friends looked at me and was like, "Bro, what type of cut is that, man? I thought it was a taper." When he said he thought it was a taper, everybody started laughing. Wow. It's almost as if everybody was holding in their laughter and they knew it was a bad haircut. So when he said something, everybody started laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Right then and there, after the period was over, I ran home because I was like 2 blocks away from the school. I ran home, cut all my hair bald, went to the next period. I think I was 3rd period I ended up coming back to. And people was like, "Man, why you cut your hair bald?" I was like, "Why your hair bald?" Man, I just didn't feel like dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? I just made up an excuse. But while I was cutting it, I figured, I was like, "Man, this is kind of easy. This ain't hard." Right. I cut my hair bald. I could have did anything.
Right.
You know? But it could have turned out anyway. You know what I'm saying? You cutting your hair bald. But it was that moment to where I was thinking, if somebody gonna mess me up, it's gonna be myself.
It's crazy that you said that, man. I never told this story. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell it now because he's in front of me. I never forget. I saw one of your tutorial videos, man.
Uh-huh.
And I was in high school, and I said, "This one a cut buddy," and you remember the cut buddy and all. This and all that stuff was popular. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have the self-cut system and stuff.
Right.
I said, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try my best to get it to look like Jeezy's, right? And I was in the mirror. I never forget. I was playing 36 Chambers of Wu-Tang. I love 36 Chambers of Wu-Tang. Mm-hmm. And I used to brush to music. I cut to music. Anything I do, I would listen to music. I was trying to get myself a back taper. Similar story.
Right.
Dog, I jacked my up. It was so bad. I went to school. I tried to play it off because we couldn't wear directs. They thought it was somewhat dealing with gang affiliation.
Right.
It was this one dude I used to always try to avoid at all costs. This dude was no joke when it came to roasting. I sat down in the classroom. Mind you, we all there 8 o'clock sharp in the morning, eating breakfast.
Right.
He walks in at 8:30. He was late. Came in. The only seat that was available was 2 seats behind me, but no one sat directly behind me. The moment he sat down, it was complete ambiance. And he says, "Damn, is that a mohawk?" And they all just looked at me and they busted out laughing. Dog. That happened. Well, I'm not blaming you, Jeezy, but I tried it.
I'm not blaming you, Jeezy.
A mohawk. And I felt so bad. I felt it wasn't nothing to do rag could say. And mind you, I was spinning. Because back then, when you make decisions like that, you either had to cut it off. You got to cut it all off, or just save face and just, "Hey, man, I'm spinning. You got to just tap on me."
Right.
I took that risk, man. He sat behind me. He said, "Is that a mohawk?" And everything else just uneven, just that one side. But it was so high. I could, and you know the hairline is bad when you start getting them razor bumps.
Right.
They start becoming visible.
Yeah. It's always the cut that is impossible too. They say a cut, they name a cut. Man, is that a fade? Like, you know that this is a taper. Man, you know I was trying to give myself a taper.
tried. I never cut since. I always let my pops get me right, man, but I never cut since.
You never cut since?
I let GB. I'll book a plane ticket to GB before I ever embarrass myself like that. Ever.
Right.
What is something from both worlds that you feel that has shaped you into the person you are today? What is something from the barber world that you took with you and into life that developed you? And what is something from the wave world that you took that molded you to becoming the better person that you are in today's society?
I feel like waves, like forget barbering for a minute.
Okay.
I feel like waves, I apply everything that I learned about waves in real life. Everything about waving takes dedication, hard work. You got to find motivation. You got to be consistent with it. So if you just apply that to your real life and everything that you do, you're going to be successful. Because why? You get in progress every time you apply those methods.
Right.
Every time you're consistent at something, you get better and better and better and better. So with waving, I applied that same principle in barbering and in life, period. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Keep going. If you mess up, oh well, let it grow back. Wait, keep brushing, keep attacking it. That's really just a whole lifestyle. When people, like back in the days, we used to say waving is life.
That's a fact. That's
it
a fact.
Really is.
That's a fact.
It really is.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason why I ask you that, G, is because people don't know, you know, a lot of us have our deepest past. A lot of us. I know some folks right now in the game that are ex-gang bangers, still bang. I know some people that has been in prison, people that has been in some dark, abandoned, orphans, all kind of lost loved ones, all kind of situations in the game. And it's crazy because it's like an outside world that looks inside of our world and say, wow, that man and woman can sit there for hours, brush, and tune out the rest of the world for however long they want and enjoy that world and go back out and feel comforted by the game, by the culture. You know, and a lot of people don't know that you've been through a lot. They look up there and say, oh, gee, he's up there. He has those subscribers. But they don't know what it took.
Right.
Your darkest moments in time that shot you up through the roof to say, no, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep it going.
Right.
I'm going to keep it going. A lot of people don't know this story, but I followed your story from ground zero. Hell, I even remember when, you know, you was in the car.
Right.
You was in the car. Before you had the fancy setup, you was matching the shower curtain.
Right.
With the matching towel, with the matching shirt.
Right.
You know, and people don't know, like, you know, during those times, we can put on these smiles on YouTube. We can put on these smiles on a wave pages, but we hit that button, we have to go face the real world.
Right.
And it's our job to come back and do it. No excuses. Because with that collagen, there's no excuse. When you submit this, there's no excuse. You have to put all of that to the side and battle. And it's crazy that you said it because I took a lot of this stuff with me from the wave game, and it has shaped me to being the person I am. And today, I'm from Detroit, man.
Right.
So it's crazy out here. My pops put me on the road to wave culture. You can do what you want to do, son, but pinpoint right here. Let me see what you do with this. You know, and it has taught me a lot, man. And I have met some of the dopest people in the world that has been more family to me than family. You know, crazy. And the quote you made was the hard work, the dedication, the motivation, and the consistency to keep going and going, keep going.
Man.
What motivated you, man? This is a beautiful brush. I'm not gonna lie.
So you know I like CQP.
Inspired you to create this V1. Like, this is dope.
CQP. So I'm gonna take it back to CQP. CQP was the best brush that you could get during that time back in the days. Sir Cruz showed that red CQP.
The cherry wood. That was the cherry wood.
Cherry wood.
Cherry wood.
Man, I had to have it. You know what I mean? I bought every CQP that they had. You know, I was just buying them. And I ain't had much money to work with. Yeah, basically, I was sacrificing cable bills and all of that just to get, you know?
Wow.
So what I did is I took a Torino Pro brush, right?
Right.
Which is it's the copy of a CQP brush.
Correct.
I took that brush and basically said, how can I make this brush better? How can I, use it to where, it's good for my crown?
Right.
These are the questions that I'm having while I'm not drawing nothing down, but I like this brush.
Right.
So me and my uncle, one day we took a flight to CT Barber Expo out in Connecticut. And this is when I won my award.
Oh, wow. Oh, the Barber Award, right? Yeah, right? You have the Barber Award. I remember that.
Grammy. This is when I won my Barber Grammy. So on the flight back, he was like, "Man, so what you thinking? What kind of brush can we make? What is it? What can we do?"
Yeah, be thinking, don't you?
Uncle Kev be thinking.
Shout out to Uncle Kev.
He was like, man, he was like, what about a stop sign? What about think of different shapes? What about a stop sign? What about an interstate sign? And I was like, nah, Uncle Kev, that's too bulky. That's too. I was shooting it down. Right. He said, what about the letter B? And I was like, the letter B. So in my mind, I'm thinking about the capital B.
Right.
See, we just had this conversation. We had this conversation recently. He was talking about a letter, the lowercase b.
The wood. It's like, I look, you want to put through a torture test or shoot a bullet at it and see if it will break. Like, the wood is so, it's so durable.
So I did a test and I left it in the shower and put water on it and just soaked it in water for like 3 days. It still didn't crack.
Wow. That's quality.
Now the paint does kind of like, you know what I mean? Because it's in that moist area.
Because you submerge it. You submerge anything.
Yeah, you submerge in the water. I'm leaving it there. So the paint and stuff is chipping and stuff like that. But as far as the wood itself, it don't even chip. It don't even crack.
Amazing, man. And congrats to you on your release, your launch. I know you was nervous when you first thought about coming out because the game. I feel like if you can't survive and the way you can't survive on the pages, you can't survive nowhere. So
right.
You came to it with it. I know you put it out there. You said, Jeezy, what's your price? You said $5.99. What's your price, Jeezy?
Hey, I was
$5.99. What is it, man? We go for $59.99. You said we got you. We got you, right. And it felt good. You still got you always gonna have somebody out there that's gonna, but forget them. We gonna talk about the greater percentage.
Right.
The majority of us bump that. We rocking with that. AD did a hell of an opening intro promo. I was mad. I was trying to you thought Banks was doing it. I was trying to glitch through all kind of cash apps and I watched it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Many of them went crazy. A lot of us went crazy over the brush. And it just feels good to where you can sit back and say, man, I know he's basking in his success, but it's like when you made this brush and you won, the entire court you're on. I feel like the entire court, we've seen you grow from nothing to something. It's like, man, look at God. This is his own brush product independently. Well, I don't want to say independent by yourself, but in terms of, your group that you had independently, and God did it, man. And thank God it went so successful where you are able to do more launches and more releases. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually, hey, y'all lucky. Y'all lucky he keep coming out with these releases because boy, StockX, I'm gonna give me some money.
I know Banks is so mad at me for that. For releases like that.
Nah, this is dope, man. What actually inspired you to actually create a YouTube channel though?
So I was watching Sir Cruz.
Okay.
And Sir Cruz, man, his waves was dipping at the time, man. I ain't seen nothing like it. So then my sister saw me watching him and she was like, man, why you always watching this dude? Because I was watching him faithfully. Every time I come home, get off work, Sir Cruz, I would hope that he posts a new video.
Right.
So he had been on a hiatus for a minute. So I was watching his old stuff. Then boom, I came home one day. He had that new video out where he had the headphones on and he was just bobbing, you know what I'm saying? Just his waves showing and stuff. It's like, man, you know, I'm coming back, but you know, I'm just, you know, he really wasn't teaching. He just uploaded a new video. So then my sister seen it and was like, man, why don't you create your own videos? If you got on YouTube, you'll blow up. So I procrastinated on it for a while. I was like, I don't know nothing about YouTube, man. I just watch it. So she was asking me every day, so you created your YouTube channel yet? She was heavy on YouTube. She knew about YouTube, like the numbers people was getting on there. Like she knew. So it was this one time she asked me and I was like, nah, I'm about to create it right now. So I ended up creating a YouTube channel and I post my first video.
Right.
I post my first video. I didn't do no talking. I'm just showing the products, showing what I use. And my sister was like, man, if you're going to act like that, I'm unsubscribed. So she hit the unsubscribe button. I had 0 subscribers. I'm thinking, oh no, I need my sister back. So I ended up uploading another video, which the first video I ever did with me showing it, I deleted it. It's off of YouTube. So then I did another video where I'm cutting my hair, and then I started creating more content. And so she hit the subscribe button because she seen me being myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least attempting to do more than just be quiet.
Yeah.
So when she hit the subscribe button, man, I'm telling you, after I really just stopped being like Sir Cruz, because even in that first video you see, I'm still like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Jeezy.
That's Sir Cruz.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Sir Cruz.
That's Sir Cruz.
And Sir Cruz was Sir Cruz was so exciting to watch, but yet so relaxed.
Yeah.
Even his bicep videos, he do how to dress like a man with how to tie a tie. Like, you know, the most basic videos. We would sit there and watch Sir Cruz. He was black and gray scaled videos. No, he would do them. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna take a moment to say this. We all can say, "Oh, we are fans of Jeezy. We are big fans." Your number one fan, in my opinion, was your sister.
Right. Right.
She was your number one fan. She, in my opinion, played the biggest role in your success. And I just want to say, long live, your sister, and shout out to her, because, man, she was on you. It's crazy. I remember watching the videos. And I remember when you started doing your videos, and they were so dull. Everybody was so dull. You only had a few of us that had some type of energy. You had the wave guys, but even a lot of those guys started turning down their volume in terms of consistency and posting their content. So we only had a few of them out there that were left. Right. And it seemed like we were watching the same person, flick same person. Even PB, PB, everybody had that laid back, I don't want to smile, I don't want to say, I'm tough, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting, I'm tough, you know what I'm saying? And when you got up there, and I noticed, I remember you was even outside by the car, you used to hold your daughter, singing, and that was the making of a beast. It was the making of a beast, man. You were one of the few people that came with including your vocals and other talents into your projects. I know other waivers that has done it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen other waivers that have done it. But at a high rate of, no, we're going to use this vocals, I'm going to lay it on the track. That's my aim. I'm not going to get copyrighted. I'm going to use these beats, Dream Productions, we're going this way. Right. You just took it to a different level. You took it to a different level, man. And I'm going to say this. Some of y'all don't know this, but I remember I know I messed up. Jeezy hit the X. It was Kylie, it was Nick Wavy, and it was Jeezy. The waves in my head, waves in my head. Oh, they see me spinning. Hold on, they see me in the streets, and they always ask me how I get waves. Waves in my head, see me spinning, y'all. They see me in the streets, and they always ask me how I get waves. How I get waves. In my hair, waves in my hair, in my hair, in my hair. There can never be too much waves in my hair. There can never be too much waves in my hair. There can never be too much waves in my hair. Waves in my hair,
ask me how I get waves, how I get waves in my hair, waves in my hair, in my hair, in my hair. There can never be too much waves in my hair. There can never be too much waves in my hair. There can never be too much waves in my hair.
When y'all dropped that, we went nuts. You know, and shout out to Wavematic. Shout out to a lot of y'all that does make wave music, you know. Shout out to y'all. But when you dropped that was 8 years ago. I know my history. That was 8 years ago. When y'all dropped that, we couldn't believe it. It was like, and the collab was so unexpected, and it was real high quality, rich music. That wasn't nothing that y'all just put together and said, we just gonna throw it out there. That was some real studio time.
Yeah.
Y'all put that out there, man. I used to every day I used to go to school blasting that. Excellent beats at that time. Your beat game, instrumentals was sick. Shout out to your brother, because I believe he plays a role.
HustleDreamProduction.
Main Productions.
My beats, man.
Was a beast, man. Was a beast. And speaking of the Nick Wavy collab, you know, I remember it was at some point where, you know, it was, you know, 360 Yeezy, yourself, you know, it was Nick Wavy, it was I'm not sure how Cruz was closely connected, but I do know Deshaun Cornell's from Exclusive, you know, from Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to Detroit, Michigan. A lot of Detroit waivers that's out there, but shout out to Deshaun. You know, you guys were, you know, y'all had y'all little circle going on, and you guys were doing big things, you know, and it was kind of like the dream team. Well, even though, and this is no disrespect to Deshaun, but, you know, even though we know he didn't put in no major work in terms of the pillar to the community,
right?
As a fan on the outside looking in, that was like a dream team for me back then.
Right.
Dream team. What happened?
So
what happened? And it was. I was jealous. I wasn't even old enough to be a part of the circle. I said, oh, they on flights, they going out to eat, they at the steakhouse. You know, and I always wonder what happened, because that was something that I loved that series. It wasn't really a series, but it was a small few EPs. Y'all was traveling and stuff. And that was around the time during, if you remember this website, the Waves Are Us.
Waves Are Us, yeah.
The website. Yeah. If y'all can get y'all products from Waves Are Us, y'all won. Because that's when the original CQPs was hitting. This was during the Etsy days before Brush King had an app. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So many Waves do-rags.
That was even before Brush King was even Brush King.
It was even way before him. Yeah, way before him.
That's but as far as me and Deshaun, we was cool as far as like that was a waiver I could trust, you know what I'm saying, at the time, because I was receiving so much backlash with people in the wave community. He was one of the ones that came in, and I felt like, man, this dude, he kind of got the same energy. We got the same vibes, you know what I'm saying? He acted funny. So I kind of linked up with him, hit him in the inbox, and we were just chopping it up, man, and we just kind of hit it off after that. And then he has ideas. This man, Deshaun, has ideas. And I always want to encourage Deshaun to do your ideas, bro.
Yeah.
Like, every idea that you have, just do them. And this goes out to everybody. If you have an idea, do it, bro, because it isn't like you just got this idea for no reason. All right. God gave you that idea. So it's up to you to put forth the effort to you know, step out on faith and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you step out on faith, you then giving God something to bless. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me and you. If I don't see you doing nothing, I'm not finna give you no money or invest in you. I'm not finna bless you if you lazy not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same with God. If you ain't doing nothing, I'm finna just throw it in your lap for you to just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you gonna do with it? You ain't gonna do nothing anyway. When I give it to you, you're not gonna do nothing with it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why we got to put in that faith. But with Deshaun, we started doing a lot of things, man. We went out to Atlanta. We used to always meet up. We did this thing called All Wave Network, where we we did a separate channel on YouTube, and we would just go on the Bronner Brothers shows. We did an interview with the Wave Master, because, you know, his scandal and all that.
I remember that too. That's history, man. They don't know about this.
Right.
That was crazy.
But I think where Deshaun's turning point was when he was losing his hair. That's I think that's why it kind of, not only me after Bronner Brothers, everything crashed and burned in my life. After that Bronner Brothers show, everything crashed and burned in my life, because then I made a decision to go to barber school. You know what I'm saying? So after I made that decision, I lost pretty much everything, you know what I'm saying, in my life. No license, no kids, no wife, no house.
Wow.
However you could start from zero.
Yeah.
I started from zero.
So,
you know what I'm saying? No license, no ID, no. However you can start from zero.
That's a blessing.
I started from zero, bro. So after that, we just kind of lost touch. You know what I'm saying? Like my life was already messed up. He was losing his hair at the time on top of it. He stopped waving, and we just kind of stopped, you know what I'm saying, communicating after that. We keep in touch from here and there, but he left the wave game.
Right. I mean, I say this, man. It's certain people that you have relationship and connections with that no matter what, waves, no waves, braids, no braids, you always gonna have a bond with that person outside of waving. Right. We all have that specific person, you know.
Right.
Shout out to Deshaun Cornell's Nick Wavy's boxing charity match.
Let me touch on that.
Hey, the bout of the heavyweights.
I don't want to throw Nick under the bus, because we good now. We on good terms right now. But what happened. You cannot take away what happened. So I came up with an idea. So you know what? I was living with my uncle at the time.
Okay.
Because this is during a time where I'm rebuilding, I'm getting back on my feet. Life is getting a tad bit better. You know what I'm saying? So my uncle, this is back then when Drake was beefing with Meek Mills.
Jeez, I feel so old.
Yeah. So my uncle seen that and was like, man, you should do that with another waiver. You know what I'm saying? Create a fake beef and kind of, stir up something. My uncle was just playing.
Right.
He was just talking, because, we always talk. And he just threw stuff out there just to play around. Where in my mind, I took it as, man, that's not a bad idea. I'm cool with Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All I gotta do is hit him up and talk to him. So I called Nick and I was like, hey, bro, listen, I got a good idea. Let's have this fake beef real quick. All right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and forth. We're gonna go on a wolf journey. All right. Whoever waves is better at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that won. So we're gonna take we're gonna go through. I'm gonna talk mess to you on my channel. You're gonna talk to mess to me on your channel. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna build this thing up.
Right.
When we cut off our waves, it's finna be dope, bro. He was all for it. You know what I'm saying? It was a grand idea. It was.
Right.
And by the end of it, you'll know it was a great idea.
Right.
But so we did that. We went back and forth. I would make wolf videos, combing my hair back. You know what I'm saying? He would make parody videos on me. I would talk crap about him. It was just this back and forth thing. So it gets down to, we had 11 weeks now. I do my video, cutting my hair off. He do his video, cutting his hair off. I do my video, I hit 1 million in a day. Woo! That there took me from just being a regular YouTube waiver to well-known across the world.
You became 360?
I became 360, where people are yelling that out of their cars.
Wow.
When I'm walking, they yelling that out their cars at this point. So he did his hit 500,000. Now, mind you, we're going back and forth with each other, but we're putting our links to our channel in the description.
Right.
So you're gonna want to see, after my video, you're gonna want to see Nick's video. After Nick's video, you're gonna want to see my video. So this was a dynamic thing that we were doing.
Right.
For trading off subscribers. Just so happened, I mean, at that time I surpassed everybody, but it still was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I hit 1 million, he did 500,000. we were supposed to battle on the pages on whose waves was better. Now, this is a page thing. This is just for the pages.
Right.
We did it for YouTube already. We did it for YouTube. Now we go into the pages. Hit them up in the inbox on Facebook. Bro, talk your stuff. We got to sell it. We got to make it believable. Talk your stuff. I'm going to be talking my stuff. The battle comes up. Boom. I'm in there talking crazy.
You selling the fight. You promoting it.
Yeah. I'm finna win. What you mean? Your waves was whack. You didn't even woof properly. You didn't even, bro, it's not even, he's getting back at me. We're doing it.
Right.
And somewhere along the line, Jamal, I started to feel like, wait a minute. Is he serious? He seemed like he's taking it personal. Wait a minute. It seemed like he's taking it personal. I'm playing.
Right.
After the battle I won, this is what I'm starting to feel.
Right.
Talking mess. After the battle I won. Hey, I got the win.
Right.
He goes live, spazzing out.
I remember the live.
He spazzed out on me. I didn't say nothing when he made a video. Matter of fact, lives wasn't even a thing.
Right, it was a video. I know, I'm following you.
It was a video. I immediately hit him up in the inbox. Bro, this was fake.
Right.
Fake beef, bro. What are you doing?
Right.
Oh, bro, I just got in my feelings, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, what? Oh, okay.
Wow.
You know, at that moment, I start to feel like, okay, you're weird now, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? You have no choice but to feel that way because we baited this up from the beginning.
Right. It was an agreement.
It was an agreement. So, would you talk to somebody that?
Yeah, I get where you're going with this. Yeah.
I phased back. I stopped talking to him like that. I'm like, bro, that was weird. To me, that was weird. I contact you before. So evidently that was the build up to what happened on YouTube. Okay. 360 GZ doesn't like me anymore, which wasn't true.
Right.
I just felt that situation was weird. So I fell back.
And it feels good to see y'all two to be able to reconciliate. This was not to open up no wounds or no scars.
Right. This ain't.
Because when it split, when it happened, I was a Nick Wavy fan. You know, I wasn't a big enough fan to put Dookie in my hair. You know what I'm saying? shout out to Nick Wavy. And Nick Wavy, he can get you the click, can't he?
Right.
Was that his sister or his girl? It was a sister that cut his hair off and he sleep. Man, at that time, that was the golden era of click.
Hey, not to cut you off, but I do want to say this.
Okay.
I do want to say this because I didn't say it. And this could have been a big reason why he made that video as well. I did unsubscribe to him. I unsubscribed to him because it was, along with me feeling like it was weird, which I should have just hit him up because I did have his number. But I feel like that situation was so weird. Let me just detach myself because I don't know where, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where he's at. So I unsubscribed to him. People thought that I was wrong for unsubscribing. Am I wrong? Could be, for not reaching out saying, hey, you know, he was making those videos with his I think he is his ex now, but he was making those videos with his girl. I really didn't want to see that, being that I had my girl. I don't want to go on my subscriptions and boom, you got a butt over there. You know what I'm saying? My girl looking over me, watching. I just didn't want those two. I didn't want that in my subscription feed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he started making videos like that. That's another reason why I hit the unsubscribe button.
Not just you. I'm not saying me, but a lot of waivers did unsubscribe during that time because we like, man, where Nick Wavy at? Where Nick Wavy at, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was doing these reaction videos and stuff like that. And we still supported him. No, don't get it twisted. We still supported Nick Wavy.
Right.
We love Nick Wavy. We still do.
Right.
Yeah, you know, once you're a diehard waiver, we ain't never going back. So when Nick Wavy started with those videos, it's like, ugh. We had a pitchfork like Nick Wavy, come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He eventually came back, and it just felt good. It feels good to see some of our all-time greats come back. You know what I'm saying? Just show their appearances. Like I said, even like the Layman McDonald's came back to the page just for a minute. It was for a hot second. The Rakim Bryants, for a hot second. Hell, even Country Boy last summer. I brought Country Boy back.
Bro, when you brought Country Boy Waiver out, that was the best interview. I mean, I'm not gonna say that was the best interview you did, but for me, that was a great interview because I used to watch Country Boy Waiver faithfully. He made it possible for me to be like, man, you could be yourself. He's being two different people, Country Boy Waiver and City Boy Waiver.
He's a city boy.
Yeah, he's not being hard. He's showing that you can be funny and you can. So that's where I kind of was like, okay, it's cool to be myself then. It's cool to be funny. I don't gotta be this hardcore dude.
Yeah.
Because I always felt like everybody on YouTube was hard, man. Everybody had a do-rag. Everybody looked like they had guns, you know what I'm saying? Smoking weed. And I was like, man, I am not that. I brush my hair. We are all pretty boys at the end of the day. We care so much about our appearance.
Hey, listen.
So how can we be?
When I seen Country Boy, I never forget my pops was watching because pops used to watch Soul Seeker. Pops used to watch Country Boy. Used to watch ABC 123 Wavy. Some of these names I don't even know. Jarastafarian from 360 Wave Brotherhood. It was a lot of waivers that was creating some crazy sick methods. This was the era of Wave Dax and Murray's Wave Grease. And if you didn't have neither one, Bees or Softy would do.
Right.
Indian hemp, if you don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's all we had.
Green flags are.
You know what I'm saying? And then y'all came with the natural. Oh no, you gotta use the Hollywood Beauty Castor Cream. You gotta use this, you gotta use that.
Right.
Y'all remember? Shout out to Country Boy Waiver, man. But it just feels good to see our legends come back to the game and just show their face and say, hey, I got dreads. Hey, I got cornrows. Hey, I got mohawk, whatever I have. And look, I'm still standing with the culture. I still rock with the culture. I love it. I love it, man. It just feels so good. It can be, and I can say this, it can be intimidating for beginners to come into the YouTube realm and see themselves being outclassed by these people who already is shooting for the sky, already has these crazy, exotic, wild numbers. What advice do you have for upcoming YouTubers that wants to get into the wave game, see that the content has already been duplicated, has seen that the same things are already being said already, but they want to make a lane for themselves into the culture by coming over to the YouTube side? What advice do you have for them?
I would say, first and foremost, be yourself. All right. It's gonna be hard in the beginning. It's gonna be tough to try to find yourself and find that lane. But if you be yourself, be original, do your ideas. Just because it's a tough idea, just because it's gonna take extra work, do them. You know what I'm saying? Because that will set yourself apart from everything that everybody else has done and created. Even if it's been done before, still do it. It doesn't matter about if they did it or if they made a video on it. People want to see you. You know what I'm saying? When I first came out, people were already making videos talking about how to get deep waves, how to get good connections, everything. But I did it my way, and I was being creative in what I wanted to do. Instead of looking at other people and duplicating, be original and do your ideas. That's the best thing that I can say, man. A lot of people have good ideas and don't do them, and it could have been a good thing. It could have been that very thing. Think about if me and Nick Wavy didn't do that beef. Think about if I'd never listened to my uncle and said, "Oh, y'all should create a fake beef and do like Drake and Meek Mills."
Wow.
Think about if I had the idea, boom. That's a good idea. Nick Wavy. We should go on a wolfing journey. Yeah. If I never would have did that, would I have ever been 360 Jeezy?
Wow. That's wow. I never looked at it like that.
Yeah. If you don't do your ideas, you never know where you could be. That could have been a video that hit 1 million. And it was. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what's crazy, Jesus? It's not to go backwards. It's crazy that you say fake beef. My pops, he has some crazy ideas, but there was some ideas I wasn't rocking with, Pops. I love you to death. You can watch this video. Pops had an idea when I came into the game. He said, listen, son, you're young. I didn't have everything, but he said, you're young. People trying to like you. Do you know what you should do? And I feel like it would give you numbers like crazy. Mind you, this was around the time when White Boy Waiver was popular.
There was
a lot of people that had their numbers. He said, listen,
son, clean.
Man, the lists go on and on. He said, listen, you want to hit those numbers. I think you should call every last one of them out and just go crazy on them. Now, me, I was still young. At this time, I was like 16, 17 years old. I didn't have the heart for it because I wanted to be liked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, my pops wasn't. My pops was on the forums. He wasn't on the pages, so he don't know. Pop, you can't just. You trying to get me exiled?
Right.
You got to get me rained. He said, "Son, I'm trying to tell you, man, it will go quick. Listen, all you got to do is put Jeezy, Nick Wavy, PB, put all them guys up there, man. They ain't nobody. They put their pants on one leg at a time like you." He said, son, I love them guys too like you, but listen, you can change the game forever if you just do it. At this time, I wasn't really like receiving as much attention.
Right.
I knew like, yo, this could really put me at the bottom of the totem pole. I said, Dad, next idea. This one ain't flying. And I did not roll with that.
It wouldn't have worked. Let me tell you right now.
It would have.
It wouldn't have worked in your favor. But it was a good idea if you could have pushed past it and made something out of it to where it was like, nah, y'all, I'm just playing. I really respect you guys. You know, I was just doing something to, you know, create a lane. And now, if you would have came at it that angle,
yeah,
it could have been dope. It could have been dope.
Remember that one big dude from Facebook used to just ran on everybody? He was a big fat guy. His name was starting with a T. Was it Terrence?
Terrence.
You know who I'm talking about.
So, people always, they always want to talk about what they got, like materialistic things, you know what I'm saying? I like to say, where's your waves at? I evolved this wave game. I made this wave game. I'm the one that said if you go buy bull sperm and put it in your hair, you'll get waves. Because I'm Jared Stovall. 360 Jeezy.
Dang, you must be going back.
I'm gonna post. Well, look, when I post this interview and I post the screenshot over, you're like, I remember that guy. You even did a reaction video to him inside. You was inside the car. You said, I'm gonna dress this guy. You want my attention? I'm gonna give you my attention. You probably don't remember this post you did.
Okay, it's that time again. Okay, I'm back with another video. It is time for the road. I doubt that Trey was here back when I was doing these videos. I really doubt it, but get up. Trey got the nerve to talk about somebody and he ain't got no waves. This is a wave group, wave page. This fat dumpling crying on the pages. Yo, old fat Miss Piggy. Before I really go off, here's something I want to explain. How do you watch everybody's moves that you hate and sit there and watch them and still don't like them, and you don't like them, but you're watching them, but you don't like them, and I don't like you, but I'm watching you. I don't like you, but I'm watching you. I don't get it. He has the audacity to call me all types of females, but you are the biggest crybaby on the pages. You go from always to naturally least to ES. Like, come on, dude. You over here crying about, oh my God, I'm going to be back on that page, naturally least. I'm going to find a way to get on there. Dude, are you serious? You going to go?
I don't remember him he might not have been in the game for that long. He probably phased out real quick.
That's the role Pops wanted me to play. Pops, that's who you would have had me end up like. Yeah, and like I said, I've been in the game since 2008, man. So I've seen a lot of different things. The reason why I asked you that question about the viewers because you didn't come to the game hitting those crazy views.
Right.
But when you did, you received something by far not many of us in the wave game can say that we have earned, and that was that YouTube plaque. When I seen you, I damn near cried.
Man.
I said, you was in a box and you opened it. I said, remember off the wire, the meme, Marty? Yo, it was, when you received that plaque, it was like, wow, how did you feel, man? What was the feeling like? When you
So I put my 100K plaque above all because that was the day I got my kids back.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That was the day that I got my kids back. And you can see my daughter in the video, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here asking her questions, but bro, that was an accomplishment in itself.
Kids back and a plaque. You on top of the world.
I'm on top of the world. I got this is my first apartment back on my feet.
Wow.
Man,
that's amazing, man. And that motivates me a lot, man, because not all of my videos do numbers. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you're one of the few that I was preaching about, you know, going out there and using what we have to reach bigger audiences. Use hashtags. Use these different things in your leverage. Use tool blades. See, a lot of people don't know a lot of these gems that you were giving us during this time, you know, and it got to a point where, speaking of exile, you know, the community was trying to put you in a certain caliber at one point in the wave culture, where it's like, okay, we have the game, and then it's him, you know. But when they start realizing, like, you got the pillars of the community who remembers the good. That good always going to outweigh the bad when you have certain individuals that realize and say, nah, I understand what y'all saying. But what about this? You know, and you've done so much free promo and things you have done where you didn't even have to do it, man. You know, FMJ the brand. Shout out to FMJ the brand. You know, you did promos and stuff, and you know, Ella. You know,
I had a grill pack somewhere.
What about that though? You know, yeah. See, shout out to FMJ the brand. You know, what about that? People don't see that. You know what I'm saying? People don't see the bars and brushes. Hey, Jamon, I'm just gonna get up there and just kick it up 250. I don't want to stay long. Just kick it up 250. I'm gonna hop out. You know, I appreciate you for that, man, because you don't have to. You don't have to, but you do it. And you forever will have my respect, man, for that.
I feel like if somebody is pushing their brand and they're going hard for it and it's a great idea, if I feel like it's a great idea, you don't need to ask me. Yeah. I'm already just promote it. I'm already be on it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the bars and brushes that you doing, you and Manny is doing, it's dope, man. It's entertaining.
I've known Manny for almost 6 years now, G's. And what's crazy is me and Manny had this idea around 2016, 2017.
Right.
And we never launched it because we never knew what direction we wanted to take. We never knew how we wanted to come about it. And sometimes, you know, I'm a firm believer of God, man, the Most High. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you don't have to, you know, wait. Faith without works is dead.
Right.
Without faith is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where me and Manny was talking and we was watching battle rap and we was brushing and we started playing. We just playing around. Mm-hmm. He said something to me. I said, wow. I got back at him. And he looked at me. He said, put his brush down. He got back at me. And we laughed. I said, yo, that was dope. That was dope. I said, Manny, we should do this for real, man. He didn't take me serious at the time. He joked, yeah, all right, whatever, man. I said, no, serious, Manny, this could be something. You know, and me personally, Jeezy, I don't collab with everybody because I don't trust everybody. I'm sorry, I don't. You know, it just I'm not gonna go far in depth with it, but I just don't. You know, I know genuine spirit when I feel it. You know, and Manny, when I said that to Manny automatically knew he could trust me with this idea. He knew money could not, and mind you, we're not even monetized off bars and brushes. We're just doing it because we want to.
Right.
But he knew right then and there, this guy is somebody I can break bread with. I can turn my head with. This guy, I can send him out on a mission. I can let this guy in my house. make himself a sandwich, and I guarantee you he would not touch the safe in the next room, knowing the key code. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, he could trust me. And when we decided to set it off and launch it, seeing the type of support we got from the community, man, everything, man. Especially when it came from somebody like you and other pillars of communities that backed us, man. I thank you for that.
No problem. No problem. And I got to throw this out there. Shout out to Banks, too, with his podcast, with the What We Doing podcast, because that's something that it's like, man, it's different as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Big shout out to Banks.
I can sit here and brush to it, just like the bars and brushes, man. It gives waivers an opportunity to get whatever it is that they was talking about, that they had problems with. You know what I'm saying? With this person, y'all been going back and forth. Bars and brushes.
Exactly.
But just put it in a poem form. Listen, the only reason why I'm not on there now is because I'm pretty much cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With love now, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody attacking me now. So it's like, bro, back in the days, I would have been with Jamon, put me up against him. Put me up against him. Bro, I would have, listen to me when I tell you, this is what I would have did. I wouldn't have told nobody.
Right.
I would have had my older brother ghostwrite for me. And I would have been spitting bars. I'm telling you, because I can't rap like that. But y'all didn't know that. The way I was making tracks back in the days, y'all didn't know that.
This is my YouTube for showing y'all how to get waves. Like, they're doing this since the 8th grade. We said, oh, hey, that was the hardest thing we ever heard. You was the cat. You was the conceited. You was the captain of the wave game when you dropped that. We said, oh, that's tough. We had us making a stank face. But
you know why that intro came about?
How?
Everybody like, oh, this old singing last. Yeah, man, this dude, all he do is sing. He can't rap. This dude, he ain't culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you mean? I'm about to write something right now. So that was the hardest thing I've ever wrote. And you know when I said, shout out to the waivers that did it to phone me, but I'm 360.
Yeah, but I'm 360.
Yeah, that was a real thing. That was a real thing that I was like, yeah, shout out to everybody else that did it before me, because y'all sitting here talking about all this homage stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all always talking about pay homage, but y'all never looking at the new waiver that's coming up, and you can obviously see that he's making an impact in the game. Y'all don't never give him his credit. So shout out to the waivers that did this before me. But I'm 360
Hey, that's crazy. At what point did you come? This is it's coming to an end. But what point in the wave game when you came to the realization and conclusion that you realized, like, wow, and you're a humble guy, Geese, but I'm sure you came to a certain part where you realized, man, I got the game on smash. What part in the culture, at what time did you realize that you were solidified as the face?
As the face?
As the face of the culture. As humble as you are, you might say, nah, Jamal, not the face.
$1 million. When I hit $1 million on YouTube, I'm the face of the game. It's over. I done did what I did. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Some people will probably never. This can't be duplicated.
It can't.
This cannot be duplicated. You cannot. As a waiver / barber, because I'm not going to take away barbering as itself, but as for what I did in the wave game, I felt like when I hit $1 million, it was over with. But I felt solidified before that.
Okay.
It was on the pages when people were putting me in their top 5. See, when I was coming up, I was never in the top 5. Sir Cruz, Young Wavy. I'm talking about the GOATs. Sir Cruz, Young Wavy, James Norman, Black Sea.
Black Sea was a beast.
Who else? It was, everybody had their own top 5.
Soul Seekers, a lot of them out there.
Yeah, but 3 of them, Soul Seeker, Young Wavy, I wanted to be with them. I wanted my name to be next to their name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I started to see the game change to Sir Cruz, 360 Jeezy, Young Wavy, once I saw my name in the top 5,
over.
it was over after that. That gave me the boost after that. Because I always felt like people, and this is for anybody else too, this is for all upcoming waivers. I always felt like I gotta be the LeBron.
Right.
People gonna steady talk, and even I do this. I'm not giving LeBron his credit. Michael Jordan. What you talking about? LeBron? Michael Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan all day. Okay? You can't tell me nothing. You can't change my mind. You can't tell me no different. Michael Jordan.
Hey, I'm gonna say right now, I'm a LeBron fan. This would be a whole nother hour.
Hey, listen, I knew that in the wave game. I know that I'm not gonna change these OGs' mind.
Right.
They ain't never gonna have me in their top 5.
Right.
I came up after them. I will never be in the top 5. Sir Cruz, Young Wavy is always gonna be there. It was about me getting these new cats to come that came in to put me in their top 5 that will overshadow them. So now people are talking about LeBron. You still hear Michael Jordan, but people are talking about LeBron. That's these new waivers new people that seen LeBron's journey, and they didn't really get to see Jordan like that. So now they're talking about LeBron. So inspire the next generation. Don't worry about this generation that's out right now. All right. It's not about the generation that's out right now. It's about inspiring the new cats, because them new cats is the ones that's going to lift you up and talk about you.
That's a fact.
That's where I was winning as far as making them videos and staying consistent.
Message. Hey, that's crazy, man. That was a hell of a gem you gave there. It's almost like making music. You know, I can't reach the parents, but I'm gonna reach the kids. If the kids love it, the kids gonna buy the tickets.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, G's, I appreciate you so much, man. This was a hell of an interview. I'm gonna try to make you forget about it. You know what I'm saying? So when I drop it, you like, oh yeah. Well, I'm not gonna hold it too long. I'm gonna do my due diligence, man. I will do my justice on this interview. I appreciate you so much, man. Real talk, I really do. You have any last words, any shout outs, any words of encouragement, anything you would like to throw out there?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. You know what I'm saying? Well, I always feel, what better person than Jamon? You know what I'm saying? Somebody been in the game before me, 2008. I wasn't on the forums. I came 2013. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was so young and was able to witness the whole journey. What better person to do this interview? So, hey, what better person? You know?
Hey, stop, man. You're going to make me cry, man. I want interview.
And the craziest thing is, I didn't even really know you that well. You know what I'm saying? My real encounter with you was at the Best of Both Curls. Yeah, Best of Both Curls. We was in a hotel. You were talking to AG. Yeah. You were speaking amongst everybody. And I was like, man, who is this dude that knows all this information from back in the days, man? This is information that he knows more than me.
Right.
Like, he actually know their name. I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff that I didn't know their name. So I'm like, man, this dude here, he got wave knowledge. He got wave history.
I respect that. I said, hey, did y'all know this is Jesus born at such and such hospital in 1995? He's like, like, who is this guy?
Who is this dude?
I respect you so much for this opportunity, man. I truly appreciate you, man. This interview will be going up real soon. And man, the sky's the limit from here, man.
I do gotta do a plug. All right.
Plug is in.
360gz.com. All right. Oh snap! Hold on. 360gz.com. Get your brush. Get your brush. And to everybody out there that sees this interview, know that my whole wave journey took hard work, dedication, motivation, consistency, the will to keep going when the going gets tough and the tough gets going. I kept going. I didn't stop. I kept pushing past the hate. I kept pushing past people telling me I can't do this, I can't do that. I just, you know what I'm saying? I believed in myself and I kept it pushing. Like, if you're embarrassed to do certain things, you gotta be uncomfortable to get comfortable. You got to do things out of the box to be able to like really do whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay in a box and stay on Facebook, stay on one page and expect to reach the masses. You got to go out there where the masses are. You can't box yourself in. To anybody out there that's making products, believe in your brand. Take it to new heights. Don't just rely on being basic, posting pictures. Go outside the box. Do more, man. Promote yourself. Go hard. Believe in your brand. Do things. Charge what you feel your worth is and what you put into your products. And then on top of that, you can't just rely on just going live, you know what I'm saying, promoting your products. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to use Final Cut Pro. Learn how to use these editing softwares to where it'll take your brand to the next level. Because if you stay stagnant, if you stay just here with it, that's all you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you expect more if you don't do more? And that's all I want to say to everybody in the wave game.
Message. It's your boy Wave Phenom, man. You are new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.